A double entendre is a figure of speech implying a word or phrase has a double meaning. But a double unboxing is just rad, and there's no other way to describe that. What do we get into this? Hey there, I'm Dan, the self-proclaimed Lonely Rocker. Thank you so much for joining me today. So I am super excited about my double unboxing. Now, what's significant about this is both of the products in these boxes from two very different companies from the same country, and both of which I got to meet this summer at 42 Gear Street 6. Made separate relationships with the two of them, and I've got some big plans on the channel, which I'm not going to reveal in this video other than reveal what's in these boxes, but I'm going to talk about something really interesting. There's actually another piece to this puzzle that will be arriving hopefully very soon. Anyways, thanks to my time at 42 Gear Street, a little nod to Heading for inviting me this year. And here's just some of the dividends, which will help me make some awesome content for you guys. So getting into boxes, we only know one way to do that on this channel, and that is with
the purple blade.
All right, so let's get into the small box sitting here on the top. And like I said, both of these boxes came from the same country, and it's just a coincidence they were shipped around the same time. So I was joking that the race was on, and they literally were on my doorstep. The delivery guy sent them both at the same time. So let's get into box number one here. I'm really excited to take a look at this because this is going to add a dimension to something I do on the channel. Again, I'm not really going to get into it today. Got a letter here. We'll look into that later. Lots of packing material. All right, so there's two boxes inside the big box. The first one is the Sennheiser MK4. This is their condenser microphone, and we've got some plans for this, as I said. Microphones have kind of been not something that I've really gotten into too much on this channel, but as I said, I've got some interesting plans coming up. They're going to involve different microphones, some of which that I already have here in the studio. So this one was kind of a bonus, but the ones in this box over here, which I really wish I could talk more about it today, but I'm going to save that for another video. Let's get this box open here. They pack these things up so well. Oh, nice little box here. You can see the Sennheiser logo. I don't know if you can see that. I'll shoot a close-up of that. Wow, look how small they are.
That's what she said.
This is the MKH 8020. We've got a stereo pair of these little microphones here. Again, I have a very, very specific plan for these microphones, but these are really high quality and they are a stereo pair. I don't know if it'll give it away. Not really going to give it away, but I have a very, very interesting use for these microphones. They're a lot smaller than I thought they'd be.
That's what she said.
Kind of look like cigars almost, hey? Whoa! Whoa! The first blooper looks fine. Anyways, the MKH 8020, we've got a stereo pair, and they've got the little pop filters on there as well, and whether we'll need those or not, I'm not sure. So a big thank you to Sennheiser for sending these. I got to get to know these microphones, the best way to connect them. So I will be spending some time testing that. And but yeah, so we've got two very cool products from Sennheiser here. I'll give you a little breakdown about both of them in a second, but that's what's inside box number one. And now it's time for box number two. All right, I've been really anticipating both of these actually, but let's take a look. Now this one, there's a little more to the story as well, which I will share on this video. If anyone was paying attention to the outside box, you already may have an idea. And wow, I really like the way this is packed. Well, you can definitely see that. Nicely packed. I mean, this came all the way from Germany. Did I say they were both from Germany? I said the same country. Every time I throw away all my excess packing material, I get more. All right, let's get her out of here. I want to open this the right way. Take a look at that beauty. Well, obviously we have a guitar amp here. Let's hold this up. All right, we'll just get the plastic off. I am very impressed how this thing was packed up. Now, I'm very honored that this amp was sent to me. This is a boutique German brand, Tube Workshop. And the man behind the design of this amplifier is an absolute master. and he's an artist and very passionate what he does. This is the Tube Workshop Lulis. Uwe Lulis is the guitar player from the band Accept. Those of you who follow my channel may have seen a video that I had when Uwe was in town with Accept, got to hang out backstage during the show.
And let's, party the shit out of here.
Yeah. He's an awesome dude, great guitar player. He's also a producer. And this is a concept that he worked on with Mario, who owns Tube Workshop. And as I said, I met them at 42 Gear Street 6. And we decided that we'd do some work together. And he wanted to send an amp to me so I get thoughts, make some videos, and all the things that we do here. So as we always do, we got to plug it in and make sure it works. I mean, this did come all the way from Germany, and I always worry about that when we ship something like this, but it was well packed, so fingers crossed. So I'll get this plugged in and we'll see if she works. All right, so I've got her plugged in. As an added bonus, there was a cable in here. I think it's a speaker cable. I will double check that before I use it. It's kind of short. Summer cable. I actually also met Summer Cable at 42 Gear Street 6. And in fact, this cable here on the 42 Gear Street 6 shirt is a Summer Cable, see? Anyways, amazing people, Summer Cable. They have awesome cables, great quality. I have a whole bunch of them here in the studio that basically are connecting almost everything that I'm doing here. So always happy to shout out Summer Cable. I will put a link to these guys in the description as well. And nice to see that Tube Workshop has some affiliation or collaboration with Summer Cable. Really nice people. Anyways, it's time to turn this on. I'm always nervous at this point, but anyways, here we go. She turned on. That's a good sign. As you can see the red inside, I think you can actually change that color. Haven't got that far yet. I should also mention this amazing foot switch was in the box. I'm using too many adjectives. It is a foot switch, but seems like good quality and a good length on that. That certainly comes in handy.
That's what she said. Excuse me?
All right, so I'm obviously going to do a full demo on this amplifier, but I want to throw a question out to you before I get into sort of the basics about this amp and these microphones over here. We have a tube amplifier. We have microphones from the amazing Sennheiser. I have other Sennheiser microphones, including this one, which is the MD421 Compact, kind of stuck here. I also have an E906, a whole bunch of cool and high quality Sennheiser microphones. But there's one component missing in this formula. Can you guess what it is? Let me know in the comments. All right, why don't we get into the basics of the amp and the microphones? The Tube Workshop Lulis is a 50-watt all-tube amp based on the JCM 800 circuit, but really it is so much more. This amp goes places a Marshall would never dare with this style of amp. It has two distinct preamp modes. The JCM mode launches you into those iconic heavy rock tones of the 80s and beyond. And the JTM mode delivers that medium gain experience integral for classic rock and blues-influenced rock tones. Uwe Lulis' signature sound was a Boss OD1 into a JCM 800, so they built that circuit into the amp, and it is fully controllable with the foot switch. You have a 3-band EQ, a presence, and 2 master volumes, also accessible via the foot switch. Around back, you have a voltage selector making this amp truly international, 2 speaker outs with switchable impedance, the foot switch connectors, and this amp AB feature, which is super cool, but you'll have to wait for the full demo to see what this does. Oh, and the LED light strip is such a simple yet cool feature. You can connect it to a mobile app and customize the look of your amp. And how does this B sound? Well, if you're not subscribed, now would be the time, because a full demo on the Tube Workshop Lulis is on the way very soon. If it's already live, the link will be in the description. Now let's look at the microphones from Sennheiser. The MK4 is a condenser microphone with a 1-inch large diaphragm capsule and a full metal housing. It has a 24-karat gold plate capsule and is shock mounted internally, so you don't need to fumble around with external shock mounts. This is a great studio and stage microphone that excels at capturing vocals, guitar cabs, and other instruments. And by the way, I'm using the MK4 for this voiceover. And now for this stereo set of MKH 8020s. The 8020 is a condenser microphone with an omnidirectional pickup pattern and a wide frequency response. This is a very versatile microphone with a very rich bottom end that can work well in close miking situations, especially with instruments delivering a wide range of frequencies like organs and pianos, and as a stereo pair, they excel at capturing ambient situations. Well, there you have today's double unboxing. I want to thank the fine people of Sennheiser. Really appreciate sending these microphones here. We're going to see these quite a bit on the channel. And of course, to Tube Workshop. These guys make some amazing amplifiers. You're going to get a chance to hear this pretty soon. I just wanted to give you a little taste about that. So thank you very much to Tube Workshop. Mario, you're the best. And Sennheiser as well. I really appreciate the support. Listen, we're creators. We need to make content. And it's just great when we can collaborate with brands out there because you guys want to hear the gear. And I'm not independently wealthy. So that's how we make it happen. But anyways, thanks to both of them. And thanks to you for watching this. If you have any thoughts, any questions at all, well, that's what the comment section is for. And if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. And while you're down there, well, I review quite a few amplifiers on this channel, and a really cool amplifier sitting behind me, well, this Evo right here. I want you to check it out. I'll put it right there. And remember, you don't need a band to rock and roll. And I'll catch you in the next one.